Let us see one more classification of employment. So here given two examples, Narasimha. Narasimha, who is a government employee. Here Rajeshwari, who is a construction worker. Now by reading, it is given in the textbook, these two examples. By reading that, we conclude that Narasimha, he has a security of employment. Security of employment. At the end of the month, he will be paid. It means a regular employment. There is no, it is job guarantee this side. Here no security. No security at all. She don't know whether she will get employment tomorrow or not. There is no security. She will be working under a machine as worker. Now look at second point. Limited working hours. He goes to office by 9 a.m. and returns about 5 p.m. So here no limited hours, no limited hours. She goes to by 7 a.m. up to 7 p.m. Sometimes here you take, suppose he has to work one more hour, extra hour, he will be paid for that hour. But in case of Rajeshwari, no more payments, extra work. She has to work extra depending on the mission. She has to work extra hours, but she will not be paid for extra hours. Now see, paid leaves are there here, paid leaves, holidays are there. Suppose you take Sunday, Sunday will be paid. Paid leaves are here. And also here no paid leaves. Depending on the working days, she will be paid. Now medical benefits. Here given as a government employee, medical benefits are given to Narasimha, but such medical benefits are not given to here Rajeshwari. Now after retirement, he will get a pension. But in case of Rajeshwari as a daily worker, she will not get any pension. Now, so this section, this organization follow some rules and regulations. Here, it follows some rules and regulations, but it do not follow the rules and regulations. And under this section, there are only 8%. So 8% of people are working here, and this is 92%. 92% of people working like Rajeshwari. So this category, the situation, this category where the organization follow some rules and regulations. It follow a particular pattern. So this section, this type of sector is called as organized sector. So organized sector. So this type of situation we call as unorganized sector. So these two types of employment we can see in India. See, only 8% of employees under organized sector, they are providing about 50% of GDP. See, notice. So 8% of people are working under organized sector. They are providing 50% of GDP. This side, so 92% of employees under unorganized sector, they are providing 50% of GDP. So this is the situation in India. Now let us see how to create more employment and how to create better conditions of employment. So this is a very important question. It comes under reflections on contemporary issues. Now we see these 4 points. So to create more employment, first point is government should give loans. Like Rajeshwari case, so thousands of farmers are there. Suppose government give loans, they utilize these loans for agriculture. They dig borewells for their cultivation, and also they invest those in agricultural material like seeds, fertilizers. So that purpose they use. Now, so government should invest money on transportation, like construction of roads, so that they can easily shift their product to the market easily, and storage of crops. So people, that the farmers, they store the surplus grains in the storage. When they get good price for their crops, they sell in the market and get more money. And also here one more point is cold storage. So government should create cold storage points so that vegetables like fruits, vegetables, they store in the cold storage points. It is easy for us, for the farmers. Now government should promote local industries. See, local industries and services in, see, the special semi-rural areas. If government promote or create, start or set up local industries in semi-rural areas, what happens? The local people will be benefited. They get employment. So this is also a very important point. The government should set up agricultural processing units. See, agricultural processing units should be set up by the government in rural areas or semi-rural areas, so that tomato, chili industries such, so that will help the farmers. Not only have to generate the employment and improve better conditions of employment, but we should train many workers to work efficiently with machines. And also we invest on industries, we set up more industries in rural and semi-urban areas. So then only we achieve all these goals. Okay, this is all the lesson summary. Next, in my next video, we try to show the total summary on one page, that is mind map.